All right, take your time. So we're going to practice this breath. It's a slow and steady breath. So inhale slowly. And then when you exhale, feel the air at the back of your throat. Like you're going, fogging the mirror, right? So, and then, and one more. Good. Now, if you can do that same sound at the back of your throat without opening your mouth, you can try that. So it's a slow inhale, feeling it at the back of your throat, and a slow exhale. And take one more. Good. And just come back to a natural breath. Any breath practice we do that becomes uncomfortable, just come back to natural breath, all right? So as we're sitting forward, I'm going to take and wiggle out a little bit, move things around, move your shoulders, move your body around. Notice what feels good and what's not comfortable today, and just bring it all in. Anything that's not comfortable, you're going to say, I'm going to send you more love, right? All right. So exploring our slow holds. So instead of flowing side to side, we're going to take one side and stay there for a little bit. So take your right hand to your left side, left thigh, left knee, whatever feels comfortable. Draw your spine up a little longer, and then slowly turn to your left, not to your fullest extent, but just to the extent that feels like it's just a little bit of sensation. Look over your left shoulder. And now take 3 of those slow, steady breaths. Inhale. Exhale, back of the throat sensation. Good. And then keep your right hand where it is. Allow that left arm to come forward. We're going to bring the left hand to the left shoulder. And then as we lift that left elbow, allow yourself to lean a little to the right side. So pause here and take 3 rounds of breath. You can keep your hand on your shoulder. You could reach your arm up, or you could drape your hand on your head. Good. So 3 steady breaths here. And when you're ready to release that, come out of this, unwind the arms. Good. And then just kind of move things around again. So we're going to contrast. Sometimes we move back and forth. Today, we're going to kind of keep it in one pose for a little while. So it gives you a chance to explore that. All right. So this time, left hand goes to the right. Draw up your spine. And then turn your body to the right and reach your right arm behind you. Again, we're keeping it soft, nothing that's intense here. And take your 3 slow, steady breaths. While you're doing that, notice that you're leaning one side or another and try to keep the hips even. Good. When you're ready to come out of that with your slow, steady breaths, keep your left hand where it is. Start to turn your body forward, and we're going to bring right hand, right shoulder. Good. And then lifting up through the elbow as we lean to the left side. You can stay here. We're going to take those 3 slow, steady breaths again. So always feel free to change your arm position. You can bring the arm down. You can bring the arm up. You can reach. Good. And continue that slow, steady breath. Bring your attention inward. What do you feel? Do you need to change something? When you've taken your 3 rounds of breath, you're simply going to come back up, release, good, and move things around. So there's a lot of value in really slowing things down. It's not so exciting to watch, but I really want you to draw the attention inward to your body. All right, now take your hands to the sides of your chair. You might even use your fingertips behind you. We're going to roll the shoulders back, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if you have your fingertips behind you, we're rolling the shoulders back and lifting the chest. letting the shoulder blades come together and gently looking up into a bit of a cow pose. And then taking your deeper breaths, slow, steady breaths here. Feeling those shoulders, the front of your chest. If you want, you can bring chin up and down. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll just come out of that pose back to a natural, neutral spine, okay? So we're kind of breaking down cat-cow, we're breaking down the spinal movements into something shorter. All right, and then conversely, we can round, curl the tailbone under, bring the shoulders forward, bring the chin to the chest, pull the belly in just a little, and then pause here. 3 slow, steady breaths. Think about expanding the back of the shoulder blades here, as if you were breathing into your back. And then again, you can keep your chin to chest, or you can lift the head up and down a few times. Good, and after you're ready and have completed those 3 rounds of breath, come back up to neutral spine. So that really gives us a chance to really see what happens to the body when we move from one pose to the pose to the other. All right, and then from here, just reach up, get a little taller from your rib cage to your hips. And you can stay here, you can bring hands to shoulders. If your shoulders are feeling okay and you want to reach up, you can. And just think, long, steady breath. Let's go with just one more here. Good, and then exhaling to release. Hands to thighs, hinge forward at your hips. And either keep your hands on your thighs or feel free to bring your forearms to your thighs. So we're going to keep this a slow, just a very small forward fold to start with. Because I want you to notice, most of us tend to go as far as we can go right away, but hold here and notice what's happening in your body. Does it matter if you draw the belly in or relax your belly? Does it change how it feels in your pose? And then while you're here, let the head nod no. So you're letting your nose go right and left. Good. And then bring your hands back to your thighs and slowly come back up. Good. One more time. Hands reach behind us. Lift your chest. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift up. Take your cow pose. 3 steady breaths. Feel free to wiggle if that feels good. Feel free to stay put or let go of the pose. Good, and then release your cow pose, and then counter your back bend with a rounding and back into your cat pose. So again, just kind of feeling this pose for 3 rounds of breath, either keeping it still or feeling free to wiggle a little right and left here. Here comes Lulu. Hi, Lulu. All right, and then come back up to neutral. Good. Take the feet wider. And then explore your forward fold here. Just hinging at the hips, hands to thighs, forearms to thighs. Good. And before you go too far, just pause by wiggling right and left here. Keeping it super gentle today. Good. If you want to go deeper, you can reach your hands to your shins. You can bring your hands in front of you. We were having the option of our block or footstool. Another nice thing is to place your hands into whatever you have in front of you and give that some support so you're not hanging in your forward fold, unless you like to hang, and that's okay. All right, and then slowly bring your hands back to your thighs and roll up so that you feel lower back, middle back, shoulders, and head come up.